Hello everyone and welcome here to Steve Bonnet's studio. We got another great RCTV coverage here for you guys today. Tonight we got some boys basketball. We have number 2 seeded PJP going up against number 3 Springford, and I'm here with my good old pal Idan Castillo. And what do you think Springford has to do tonight to win this game?
Well, record-wise and seeding-wise, Springford is the underdog in this game, and but going into this game, they can't think about being underdogs. They have to think, all right, we win and we move on. We lose and we're done. That's the mentality they have to have. They have to run the ball through Trey. Trey is their vocal point on offense. Every play that they have on offense has to be run through him. Whether he catches the ball in the paint and just passes it out, everything has to run through him because we have to let the other team know that he is a constant threat. And Scrocky, I heard you talk to him earlier this week, and you told me that he's kind of the quarterback of this team. He's the leader. And he's really emerging as this great point guard.
That's going to wrap it up for us here. We'll see you back at halftime. We're going to send it down to Anthony Bamford and Bill Culp. Enjoy the game.
Hello and welcome to Ram Nation Gymnasium. We've got the PAC semifinals here. I am Anthony Bamford, joined by Bill Culp. We've got the 2 seed Pope John Paul Panthers taking on the 3rd seed Springford Rams. Bill, what do you have for Springford?
Well, Springford right now, Anthony, as you know, coming into the game, 10th in the district. So moving up quietly. So they want to make a statement here at home, obviously, against PJP. One of the things that they got to unfortunately look forward to, one of their starters, Scrocky. Of course, Zach Scrocky, a little under the weather today, Anthony.
Yes, Zach has been battling the flu all week, missed the quarterfinal game against Upper Marion. So it'll be interesting to see how much he plays and how effective he is coming off that sickness. And for Pope John Paul.
Yeah, and for Pope John Paul, again, trying to come in here. Close game, close matchup, Anthony, against Springford last time. Springford prevailing, but only by 3. So, one of the things you got to look forward to tonight is a big man matchup. They match up against the Rams. They got some big guys here, Pope John Paul, 6'4", 6'5" in the front line. So that's something that Springford's got to contest. But they got, of course, Medeiros and, of course, Cressley, who can match up with them here tonight. So it's going to be a good matchup. Definitely advantage, though, Springford at home.
So a pretty even matchup here. Springford won against Pope John Paul, 50-47. Certainly one player to watch in this game is going to be the guard, Drew McEwen. He's been the star for Pope John Paul. He had a breakout season last season, and he's just continued that fire well into this season.
Yeah, Drew McEwen can light it up. He definitely he's a 6'2", solid shooter. As we see the starters not getting a warm welcome here at the in our gymnasium here, but you didn't expect that from, and then Luke McCarthy here in the starting lineup. And also there's your Drew right there. He's got his game face on here, Anthony, tonight. And again, it's going to be a fun matchup. As you can see, number 21, Justin Green at 6'5", really good size. And number 24, Dave Smirek, who's also got some size there at 6'1". So we're ready to tip off. I'm looking forward to tonight, Anthony. This is going to be a good matchup. As we can see right off the bat, Tyler Shalingo getting the start. Had a good senior night. Tyler Shalingo did, putting up 12. And Medeiros coming off a 24-11. Can't argue with that. So it's a perfect time for Medeiros to start to step it up there, Anthony.
Medeiros had a huge night against Upper Marion. Looks to see the Rams are going to be certainly looking for him early on in this game to establish that offense. Trey Medeiros and Justin Green for the tip.
And you nailed it. They want to come out and they want to punch him in the mouth right away. They want to punch Pope John Paul right in the mouth, maybe get an early timeout, throw him off their game.
Medeiros tips it back to Scrocky. The Rams win the tip. And here we go.
That's great for them to control the tip there, Anthony.
Schlingo on the left wing, comes off the Kovaleski screen, look to pull for 3, hands it off to Trey. Medeiros picks up his dribble, ball deflected by Justin Green. Schlingo to Fitzgerald. Down low in the post to Trey. Trey going to work, blocked by Justin Green. Last touch by Michael Fitzgerald, and it will be Pope John Paul ball.
So not the way the Springford wanted to start off. It looks like they want to go inside. They want to get Medeiros going. They want to get Kressler going, Kovaleski. And right off the bat, Trey gets his shot blocked. So it looked like he kind of leaned into it there, Anthony. Should have went up, maybe a little pump fake there, and drew the defense.
McEwen almost got it stolen. Kevin Green now at the top of the key. Kicks it over to his brother Justin. Justin drives on Trey. Out to Luke McCarthy in the corner, 4-3, no good. Kovaleski brings in the rebound. Passes it to Fitzgerald in the right corner. Kovaleski swings it to Fitz, now Schlingo. He goes for 3. Air ball.
So 2 possessions, nothing out of it. Both teams looking for a 3, both missed 3s there. You want Pope John Paul, especially away from home, shooting those 3s, getting those rebounds, and don't let them crash the boards.
Smirk on the drive, tries to go up and under.
Never shot a ball like that ever in my life, Anthony.
Scrocky to Fitz. Now Kovaleski at the top of the key. Schlingo. Medeiros in the left corner. Schlingo now. Scrocky looking to drive. Drives on McCarthy. No good.
And see, that could be a sense of you don't want to make a judgment, but Scrocky out almost like I said all week. You mentioned had to come to school yesterday, obviously, to play in today's game. Could be a little bit of drainage problem. Hopefully, I'm sure they're going to keep him on fluids. Nice move.
McEwen drives, fouled by Fitzgerald, makes the basket and 1. Senior Drew McEwen will go to the line.
Definitely a nice left-handed drive there on the baseline. So 2 times down here, Anthony. Springford's gotten beat. Actually, Majerus got beat on the baseline. Guy luckily pulled up. And then, obviously there, McKellen pulling in for the 2.
McEwen's free throw up and good. 3-0 Pope John Paul leads. Scrocky will walk it across. Now Kovaleski swings it to Scrocky. Schlingo in the left corner. Rams moving it around the outside. Looking for Kovaleski in the post. Errant pass. Justin Green comes up with it. He will drive. Blocked by Trey, but the refs are going to call a goaltending there.
Well, that's one of those plays. Again, turnover leads to a fast break for PJP. And Medeiros get the goaltend there. But it's not one you probably mind because guess what? That was easily going to go in. So maybe that gives them a little energy here. So really, Springford has not done a good job in their first 4 possessions here, Anthony.
Springford off to a slow start in this game. Scrocky, top of the key, passes it to Schlingo. Schlingo working off the Kovaleski screen to Fitz. Fitz drives baseline, fouled by Schmirk, excuse me. Fitz inbounds it to Trey. Trey kicks it out to Scrocky. Down low to Kovaleski. Little fade, no good. McEwen comes down with the rebound. In a little bit of trouble. Gets it out to Kevin Green. And here come the Panthers.
So with a 5-0 lead here, sitting in, Springford's got to get in. That's a deep 3. Almost from the Pioneer Athletic sign there, Anthony. Springford will live with that all day.
McEwen's 3 from the parking lot was no good. Springford ball.
You can see the kids in the crowd here, the fans ready to explode, ready for that first bucket here. So hopefully they do get it.
Scrocky working off the Trey Medeiros screen. Now they go down to Trey in the low post. Trey Medeiros is on the board. Springford's first points of the night.
Trey with a nice post up, a nice seal, and an easy, beautiful entry pass there by Kovaleski. Absolutely nothing the defense could do there.
Schmirk to McEwen. Now to Justin Green. Green driving, spins, and he walked.
Definitely a walk, took SEPTA there. That was blatantly obvious, so almost a little bit of a late whistle, but Springford then coming back with some good defense here, causing a turnover against PJP. So let's see if they convert here, Anthony, and get right back in this game. Only down 3 here.
Pope John Paul showed press, retreated once Springford got it in. Scrocky off the Medeiros screen, kicks it out to Schlingo. Schlingo swings it over to Fitzgerald. Scrocky, they're looking for Pat in the high post. Schlingo drives, floater, no good, rebounded by Scrocky, and the Rams will reset.
You see the size there for Springford with Kovaleski and Medeiros. Nice pick by Medeiros, and a nice roll.
Pat Kovaleski, beautiful drive, lays it up and in, soft touch with the left hand to make it 5-4 Pope John Paul.
Nice power move there, Anthony, by Kovaleski. You saw him lower the shoulder a little bit, draw the contact. He used his body to shield the defender on his back for the beautiful left-handed finish there.
Kevin Green passes to his brother Justin. McCarthy now picks up his dribble. Green in the right corner, driving baseline on Medeiros, up and under, and it's a foul on Medeiros.
Medeiros not happy with the call, and probably a close call. Might have got a little bit of a wrist there, but that's twice there, Anthony, that he has beaten him off the dribble. Justin Green a little bit deceptively quick there.
Justin Green does have a good first step. His first free throw gets the shooter's roll. Number 4, Jaden Workman will now check in for Dave Smrek.
And Smrek, I think, just giving him a little bit of extra body to box out in there against Springford's big front line. Nice shield off there by Medeiros.
Green's second free throw was short. Scrocky will now walk it across half court, guarded by McCarthy. Scrocky's pass picked off by Green. Down low, Green goes up for the score. Justin Green's got 4, and it's 8-4 Pope John Paul with just under 3 minutes to go here.
Bad pass up top there, Anthony. Giving the defense Green to get a nice little break on that for an easy 2.
Pat's drive was off. Green tipped it to McEwen. Now McCarthy for 3. It's good.
McCarthy set up nice, got that shot off real quick, almost got a chance at 4 there. Springford almost hit his hand here. Springford's got to settle down here, Anthony.
Down low, Pat in the low post. It's good. Pat
And that's what they got to do. They got to be patient, Anthony. They just got to pound it inside, be patient, know they're going to break them down and get those easy baskets. But they can't do that, Anthony, on the other end. They cannot allow PJP to get in a rhythm here early.
We've got ourselves a fast-paced game here. We, the commentators, are struggling to keep up with all the scoring that's been going on here. Scrocky now. It's good.
That's good to see right off the bat there for Scrocky to come in. Got a good shot his first time, and the second shot he nails it in. So that's a good thing for Springford, good sign for them.
Justin Green doubled in the corner. McEwen for 3. No good. Goes over the backboard. Springford ball.
Shalinga with a nice box out there. So PJP shooting really well. Lights out right now, but Springford, again, not playing their best basketball, but only down 5 here at home. So, again, they got to keep it up. They got to get the ball down low, pound it down low, and just get those easy shots.
Pat working on Kevin Green. Blocked.
Kovaleski there, the defender, he gave up. You saw that on the baseline there, so he gave his offensive move up there, Anthony. Should have went in the middle. Made the angle a lot worse. So again, this is what you can't do at home, Anthony, in these types of playoff games, is turn the ball over. Right now they have 3 turnovers, Anthony.
The Rams, certainly ball security will be a point to improve on in the second quarter, as Trey Medeiros' pass went right through Kovaleski's hands. Nate Santiago checks in for Pat. Kevin Green swings it to Workman. McCarthy at the top of the key. Kevin Green driving. Looking. Finds his brother on the backdoor cut. And what a cut and layup by Justin Green.
Justin Green having himself a first quarter here with 7 points. Trey Medeiros getting lazy. That's a backdoor cut. You can't allow that to happen. Scrocky comes back, though.
Scrocky answers with a left-handed floater. Pretty shot. Now Workman will walk it across, and Pope John Paul looks like they might hold for the last shot here with about 30 seconds.
You see there Coach Talley yelling at Medeiros, ball you man. Got to see the ball. You have to see your man. There's no way. 2 back doors as he's talking to Coach, Matt Kurtz, his assistant coach over there, as he's talking also to Kovaleski. Can't allow these kind of things, easy buckets, especially at home.
10 seconds left. Workman now goes to work, driving, and he traveled. Got a little antsy with his feet there, trying to set up in the low post. And it's a Pope John Paul turnover.
PJP, that's a costly turnover. Up 5, could have closed the quarter. As you could, we know there's no time clock. There's no time clock from high school. You could stall. So a break here for Springford. They're going to get the last shot.
Scrocky driving in, last shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 15-10, Pope John Paul leads the Springford Rams. We will see you for the start of the second quarter.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Hello and welcome back to Ram Nation Gymnasium. We've got the PAC semifinal game, Pope John Paul Panthers taking on the Springford Rams. We had a great first quarter. I'm Anthony Banford here with Bill Culp. We're looking forward to more action.
Oh, well, Anthony, we want to see action, more action from Springford here. Way too many, as you can see, Tyler Green there almost getting to the basket with ease that first quarter as he led them with 7 points. So Trey Medeiros has got to step it up defensively here. Oh.
Kovaleski on the shot fake. He will go to the line for 2.
It's a nice defensive stop here. Good start for the quarter here there, Anthony, as they get right to the line. So Kovaleski, unfortunately not one of his strengths here from the line, but hopefully he could sink 2. And again, great start to the quarter, only to be down 3. So hopefully he makes both here.
First free throw, rims in and out, no good. The Rams going with a little bit of a taller lineup with Jake Cressley, Pat, and Trey in the game.
And Cressley gives them really good size. I mean, he gets in the weight room. He could be scary for the next 2 years for those in the division there. So got to convert on those, Anthony. Those are gimmies.
So the Rams come up dry on their first possession. Now McCarthy, guarded by Cressley. Trey picks him up. Kevin Green swings it over to Justin Green. 4-3. Strong, no good. Rebound by Fitz.
Take that all day.
Scrocky now. Floater is good.
Beautiful move there by Scrocky. Good body. He thought the defender was going to go up. Didn't go up. He maintained his body control. A nice shot off the glass.
Kevin Green doubled. Finds Justin Green. McEwen contested by Kovaleski. Goes cross court to Workman. Workman now turns the corner. Kicks it out to McEwen. Kevin Green pulls it back out, and the Panthers will reset.
Look like they're in a defensive mode here. Springford coming out in the second quarter, a little more focused here, Anthony. Is what they need, too.
Workman driving in. Kicks it out to McCarthy for 3. No good.
Nice.
Rebound by Fitzgerald. Pass deflected by Justin Green. It will stay with Springford.
So PJP right now 1 for 4 from 3-point range. They've had a couple of good looks. Only hit that one in the first quarter there. So let them keep shooting there for Springford, but hopefully they don't go down.
Fitz walks it across half court, guarded by Workman. Kovaleski on the left wing. Scrocky now from the right wing, driving into the middle, from the paint, short. Justin Green rebounds, and here come the Panthers.
Like to see Fitzgerald get a shot off early and start hitting right away so it opens everything up on the inside.
Green to his brother Kevin, gets the shooter's roll.
Definitely a nice pass and a nice pick. That's an old Catholic school play there. Basically drives, draws the defense, kicks it out for a nice little, but he said a nice pick there, Anthony.
Green got his hands on it. Ball's loose, controlled by Springford. Pat slows it up.
The Green brothers got 11 of the 17 here, Anthony.
They are impressive. Scrocky, 6-footer, no good. Rebounded by McCarthy.
That's not where Medeiros wants to pick up his second foul. That's way 90 feet away from the basket. You got to be careful there.
McEwen, 3 is no good.
1 for 5 from 3. So again, they're a little cold from deep, which is good for Springford. Only down 5 here, need a bucket. About 5 minutes here to go. Oh, nice little shoulder. He definitely lowered the shoulder there, Anthony.
Certainly a little bit of contact on both ends, but ultimately Pat Kovaleski lowered the shoulder, extended the arm. That's almost an automatic for refs to call the charge.
And sometimes you can get away with that, but is Kovaleski much bigger than McEwen there, and you saw him fly a little bit. Whether he flopped or not, I don't think he did, but that definitely sold it to the referees as soon as they saw him go back.
McCarthy to Kevin Green. McEwen down low, passes it to Workman. McCarthy from the left corner, 3 is no good. Workman gets the long rebound, driving in, is good.
Can't
Jaden
allow
Workman
that.
for 2.
So nice little offensive rebound there, tip out. So they get the extra shot. You got to get those boards. Can't let them get those offensive rebounds.
Scrocky to Schlingo. Schlingo working on the Cressley screen. Now Kovaleski from the top. Scrocky on the right wing, guarded by McCarthy. Schlingo working off the Madeira screen, almost stolen. Kevin Green comes up with it, lobs it over to his brother. McCarthy now, over to Green. Green kicks it out to McEwen. McEwen driving baseline, rapid ball movement here by the Panthers. Workman, no good. Green comes down with it, goes up and one.
That's a costly, again, another offensive rebound there, Anthony. Trey Medeiros picking up his second. So, Green just throwing his body around, being active, getting around the ball. And as you mentioned, that ball movement created that offensive rebound because Springford was scrambling, trying to find a guy as Coach Talley calls a timeout. He's got to get these troops together here.
For Springford, they have been losing the offensive the battle for rebounds, and Justin Green has just been all over the place. He's tipped and deflected a countless number of balls here in the first 2 quarters, and he's just been showing his athleticism.
Definitely, and you see his energy. The energy he's bringing right now is just on a different level compared to, again, Trey Medeiros and this and that. As Coach Talley put in Cressley to maybe slow him down a little bit bigger of a body, it still has not slowed down Green at all. He is active. He's going after the ball. You see him making sharp cuts. He's going to the hole, setting nice picks. So he's into the game right now. Springford's got to get into the game as much as he is right now.
So Justin Green, off the made basket, 21-12. Pope John Paul leads with about 3 minutes and 50 seconds left.
It's been the Green show with the Green brothers producing well over half of their points right there.
His free throw, no good. Unable to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Pat driving. Santiago from the left wing. Kovaleski guarded by Kevin Green. Now Scrocky. Santiago. Schlingo looking for Trey, nothing there. Scrocky driving in. Over McCarthy, short. Kovaleski comes down with it. He'll go up. Appeared to be fouled, nothing called, and then Pat commits a foul down on their baseline. That's his second.
That's a absolute frustration foul there by Kovaleski. He thought maybe he got hit a little bit, thought he had an easy one. He faded away a little bit there, Anthony, let it go, and then the frustration set in, and he just pushed him out of bounds, gave him a little bit of body. So those are the fouls you can't have as a senior, especially in a big playoff game like this.
So some early foul trouble for the Rams. We look to see how they will cope with that. Green on the right block. Fade, no good. Medeiros in the game. Santiago passes to Medeiros, and Medeiros creates the contact and draws Justin Green's first foul of the night.
Yeah, so that was he was trying to get position, and Justin Green couldn't beat him to that spot, so the only thing he could do was just crush him with his forearm there a little bit, so he couldn't get away with that, picking up his first foul.
Fitzgerald passes it to the safety valve on the inbounds play.
Got to convert here, Anthony. These Springfords getting to the hole, getting some pretty good shots, just not converting those shots.
Santiago swings it over to Scrocky. Scrocky will slow it down. Santiago left wing, Fitz left corner. Schlingo now driving. On Workman. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Justin Green. And here comes Drew McEwen.
And they can afford to be patient here as he hoists up a three. Sure coach didn't like that.
Workman found himself all alone, unable to convert the three.
Yeah, a little bit of a rush shot there, I'm sure. Springford relieved that he did that. Down 9 here with a little over 2 minutes here, Anthony. They have to score here.
Pretty pass from Schlingo. Medeiros unable to convert. Gets his own rebound. Draws the foul from Justin Green and one.
And that's his second foul, so, hey, giving a little bit of his own medicine there. So nice off the glass as Trey Medeiros active, keeping his hands. You notice he's keeping his hands up. Didn't bring the ball down, went right up with it. So nice job there by Medeiros putting those in.
Free throw is good. Trey Medeiros converts on the old three-point play.
Nice three-point play, the old-fashioned way as you put it earlier. So that's a big 3 points right there because right now only down 6 when we were down 9. So that's a big swing around. Ooh, almost got away with a walk there.
McEwen, shot fake. Green for 3. No good. Santiago comes away with the rebound. The Rams pushing it up the right side. Fitz for 3. No good. McEwen, good box out, comes down with the rebound.
I'm glad he did that, though. He's got to get in this game, Fitzgerald. He's got to get hot, him and Santiago. They got to come in and give him that little bit of an offense, especially that deep threat. So I think that was a good shot.
McEwen from the corner. It's good. Drew McEwen for 3. He's got 5.
Just a wide open shot. Left them all alone, and he looked them in the face and nailed it.
Schlingo for 3. No good. Kevin Green comes away with it.
No blue jerseys there, Anthony, for the offensive rebound. So right away, it's almost every time PJP getting a fast break here.
McCarthy, errant pass, picked off by Schlingo.
That's a foul.
Workman tries to go behind Schlingo and poke it away, called for the reach.
Maybe a good foul there, Anthony. He's thinking, guess what? We don't want to give them a fast break, give them an easy 2, let them back, think that they're in this ball game, Springford. So pretty good foul, his first foul there, Workman. Pretty smart, maybe.
Dave Smrek checks in for Justin Green. Fitzgerald from the right wing. Out to Scrocky. Santiago passes it to Fitzgerald. Scrocky comes off the Fitzgerald screen, now off the Medeiros screen. Missed Medeiros. Fitz's pass to Medeiros is picked off. Workman gets it poked away by Schlingo. And here come the Rams, the chance to score. Scrocky for 3. Short. McCarthy comes away with it. 10 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Nice save there by Schlingo, but down there, Scrocky missed wide open on the pick and roll. Beautiful Medeiros roll, and he had
Kevin
it for
Green
2.
at the buzzer. He gets fouled. So we're going to stay here. Kevin Green has 2 shots coming up.
And that's Medeiros' third. Right at the last second. I mean, that is the worst case scenario you could possibly have there with Medeiros picking up his third. He already got 2 early ones, and the third, a costly one here at the end of the second quarter. But we're looking at Springford down 24-15 as PJP looking to capitalize and build on even more on that lead and try to go up by 9 here.
Just to correct you, the foul was on
11.
Tyler Schlingo. So Trey, thankfully, does not pick up his third.
There you go. He better thank Tyler for taking that one.
So
Sure, Tyler volunteered that one.
So they put a second back on the clock. Kevin Green, 2 free throws coming up. First one is no good. Kevin Green, the sophomore brother of junior Justin Green.
I think Justin took all the meals.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, he definitely did.
Second shot is no good. And that will do it for the first half. 24-15. Pope John Paul leads Springford. We're going to throw it up to John Zawislak and Idan Castillo for the halftime show.
Hello, everyone. Welcome here back to Steve Bonnet's studio as the Springford Rams are now losing to are now losing 24-15. Not the first half that Springford was looking for, you, Don.
No, that was a quite actually horrendous first half. You know, we talked earlier pregame about how they need to control the paint, and they've done the complete opposite. Every time the offense for Springford has gotten to the paint, they have gotten stuffed. They have gotten completely isolated in the paint, and just a horrible, horrible shot selection, as you've been telling me all the first half.
Yeah, it really was. It was really ugly shooting for both teams. PJP was 2 for 8 from three-point range, which there are smaller teams who expect them to shoot a lot, but 2 for 8 is not very good. And Springford was 0 for 4 from three-point. But yeah, really just not the first half you're looking for, like you talked about how you couldn't get in the paint, and just really lackluster defense from Springford, honestly. Just not really getting out on threes, not getting rebounds. They've given up 3 offensive rebounds already, and all 3 have led to points. It's just not good at all, honestly.
I think if you're Springford in this situation, you know, you're looking for a immediate culture change, you know, in this halftime. I mean, you have to come out with a brand new energy, a brand new offense. And to be quite honest, I don't know if they can pull it off, because right now with a 9-point lead, which, you know, doesn't sound like a lot, but this game is truly being dominated from beginning to now by PJP.
Yeah, like you talked about, 9 points is a hefty deficit to go into in the second half. But I really think that if they just come out and just play their game like they played against Upper Marion earlier in the week, just run through Trey. I know he's struggling right now. He's not having the same game that he did against Upper Marion, but you just got to trust him and trust Scrocky. Scrocky's also playing really well, shooting well.
Today.
But there's just other people have to step up. Kovaleski, he missed 2 free throws. He's gonna have to step up. He's gotta make those free throws. You got people like Fitzgerald, Schlingo. Other people have got to step up.
Yeah, another thing to talk about here is Springford has shot 4 3-pointers the entire first half. I mean, when you only shoot 3 or 4 3-pointers, you're limiting your offense. You're telling the other team what we're trying to do, and that's just not going to work for them. Shooting 3-pointers, 3 3-pointers, is just not acceptable for this team right now, and they have to change that. You know, Kovaleski has to get some shots up, Scrocky has to get some shots up, and maybe even Trey can, you know, pull up from 3.
And he has done it before this season, but that is going to wrap it up here for this halftime show. We'll go to break, and then after break, we will send it down to Anthony Bamford and Bill Colt for the second half coverage of this PJP Springford matchup.
Welcome back to Ram Nation Gymnasium for the second half of the first semifinals here at the PAC Championships. Pope John Paul leads 24-15. Fitzgerald comes out firing for 3. Doesn't quite catch the rim.
It's kind of how they started off the game. We're a little cold there. So, like I said in the first half there, talking about that first half there, Anthony, the Greens, we were saying the Green show with Justin leading with 9. His brother had 4, the 13 of the 24 there, so over half of their points there. For Springford, they were getting pretty good shots. We mentioned Scrocky getting in the lane, but maybe a little, you know, tired for being sick with that flu-like symptoms here. So Trey Medeiros getting at 2 fouls. Well, also with Kovaleski with 2 fouls. So hopefully they can pound it inside and get it going here in the second half.
Foul trouble and turnovers certainly hindered the Rams early on as Kovaleski drives.
Kovaleski got bailed out there, Anthony. As you could see, he couldn't see the basket at all. He kind of got knocked off balance there a little bit, so he got saved there with the foul. Kovaleski missed his 2 free throws in the first half, so hopefully he can knock these down. They were big free throws too.
Some good news for the Rams. Justin Green picked up his 3rd foul as Pat buries the first free throw.
It's important that Springford comes right out, Anthony, and gets some buckets, some easy buckets, and gets right back into this game because it is their home court. As we see Methacton and Phoenixville looking on here in the crowd.
Second free throw is good. Green appearing to stay in the game, even with 3 fouls. McCarthy being pressed by Michael Fitzgerald, gets it across half court, hands it off to Kevin Green.
Nice pressure there by Fitzgerald. So it looks like Coach Talley wants to come out and put a little pressure on them right away and not give up like buckets like that.
Beautiful backdoor cut by Drew McEwen, and a nice no-look pass by Luke McCarthy there to convert for Pope John Paul's first points of the half.
And that gives McEwen 8. He had 6 in the first half.
Kovaleski drives on Kevin Green. No good. Tips it up. Can't get it to go. McEwen now. Kevin Green from the corner. No good. Schmeck runs it down. McCarthy cutting. Kevin Green again from the corner. No good. Scrocky comes away with it.
That could have really hurt there, Anthony, on that offensive rebound and a 3. So thank goodness they stopped the ball. They got the rebound as Madera. Oh, yes, he did. Took a travel. He definitely did. That's the old pull the legs out. You saw Justin. That's a veteran move there. Pulled the rug out as Medeiros felt his body first when he backed up the second time. Pulled away. Walked.
A good move by Springford to go after Justin Green with those 3 fouls. Fortunately, a turnover is the result. Justin Green will now cross half court. Over to McEwen. Shot fake. Kevin Green drives on Schlingo. Looking around. Green on the backdoor cut.
And that's the 3rd time Medeiros has gotten backdoored there as Coach Talley not liking that at all. Again, you can't have those kind of easy little plays to the bucket, those possibilities, especially with Justin Green, who is athletic and tall.
McEwen for 3. Caught the Rams sleeping on the inbounds plays. Quick inbound and shot. It's now 29-17 Pope John Paul.
So again, Springford really trailing here behind. It came out, got the first buckets in the free throws, but then PJP comes right back and gets it in there. Just can't put it in the hole tonight. Nice little hustle there by Fitzgerald as Springford keeps the balls. This crowd is just waiting to explode here. We got some celebrities in the audience. I just saw 1,000-point scorer Noah Baker from last year. Nigel Cook's in the house. I see across PJP one of the street ball legends, Dave Rogers, cheering on his son, hoping to get some time here tonight. Played at Mansfield. Great player within himself.
Kovaleski is fouled by Drew McEwen. He will go to the line for 2.
So we need these free throws, and again, they have to convert that. This nice thing is it stops the clock. It doesn't hurt Springford at all. It only helps them, but they have to convert those free throws. And again, can't let PJP, Anthony, get these buckets, these easy buckets and this and that, and get into the rhythm. Down 12 here with 5:40 left in the 3rd quarter, so you don't want to keep going uphill. They got to get it closer, and finally get up that hump.
So Kovaleski's free throw, no good. Walked out to almost half court to catch his breath. Second free throw is good. And the Rams are going to press here. Kevin Green.
Yes,
double.
they are.
McEwen to Schmerk. Finds McEwen. No shot. Kevin Green driving baseline. Spins back out. Pope John Paul is going to reset. Now McCarthy to Schmerk. Kevin Green finds McEwen wide open. No good.
Got lucky there. McEwen with a really heady shot. Rushed a little bit on that shot. That's a bad call there, Anthony Baird. That is a horrible call. There's no way he shuffled his feet as they take away the 3 there. Just set his feet, caught the ball. So taking 3 away from Shalingo, and that would have been a big 3 there. Maybe a little warning there, Trey Medeiros voicing his opinion, so maybe the ref just wants to calm him down, doesn't want to tee him up. Classy move by the referee there, if that is the case.
So it's effectively a warning issued on Trey Medeiros. No penalties, though. McCarthy, pressed by Schlingo, double teamed. Finds McEwen. Pope John Paul is going to take a 30-second timeout. And it is really getting rowdy here in Ram Nation Gymnasium.
Definitely physical, as we see there at the half court. It looks like he got away with a walk himself there and trapped in the corner. That's the thing, when you get pressed like that, number one, Springford coming out, they want to try to set a tone here. They know they're desperate. Down 11 here, setting the tone. And you saw the press there. one thing you don't want to do against the press, you don't want to get it on the baseline or the sidelines because that's just another defender against you. So it's basically like 3 defenders there. So PJP coach noticing that it's getting a little physical, like you said, a little chippy here in the playoffs here at home at Springford. So he wants to get the timeout, make sure these guys are settled in and get a good shot.
So off the timeout, Pope John Paul will have the side inbounds. For the Rams, Trey Medeiros, Tyler Schlingo, Michael Fitzgerald, Jake Cressley, and Pat Kovaleski are on. Kevin Green takes the inbounds, crosses half court, hands it off to McEwen, doubled in the corner. Kevin Green wide open, floater is good. Kevin Green's first points of the half.
It's a second easy bucket on that side there. Anthony, you cannot give those layups up when you're down 11, now down 13. You got to make it hard for them.
Cressley in the low post, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Michael Fitzgerald, the Pope John Paul ball.
And that's the case, Anthony, and this is what happens. When you're down like that, offensively you're pressed a little bit, and he rushed that just a tad bit and didn't get enough height on that against the backboard. So PJP in the driver's seat. Springford's got to settle down here.
Kevin Green, cross-court pass to Workman. Jaden Workman gets it poked away. Kovaleski comes up with it. And Drew McEwen got a hand on it. Springford ball.
That's where communication's got to be key. Kovaleski taking it down the side a little, it slowed down a little bit. Springford players, his teammates have to say, hey, behind. They have to communicate.
Schlingo for 3. Strong. McEwen comes away with it, and Pope John Paul's got a fast break opportunity. They pull it back
Springford not
out.
shooting the ball from 3 well tonight, Anthony. And that's cost them. Packs everything up inside. You got to get those outside shots and start hitting for it to open up inside. And Springford just has not been able to shoot the 3 consistently or at all tonight.
McCarthy, guarded by the big man Cressley, drives in now. Dribble penetration, kicks it out. McEwen now, guarded by Cressley. Mismatch here. They go back to it.
This is the problem I talked about earlier. There is no shot clock, so they could just stall. And Springford's basically helpless here. And just got to hope that they force a bad shot, and they have to convert every time now.
Tally urging his team up. Kevin Green from the corner. No good. Kovaleski comes away with the rebound.
No time for error offensively here, Anthony. They have to score every time, basically, down the court.
Down low, pass to Medeiros. Smrek reached around Trey Medeiros. That will be a foul. So with 3:10 left to go here, Pope John Paul leads Springford 31-18.
Smrek giving up about 3 to 4 inches there against Medeiros. So he's in a tough position. Obviously, you can see he's got pretty good size down low. His legs and strength. Oh, it's a block. He picks up his second one real quick there.
So on back-to-back possessions, Dave Smrek picks up 2 fouls. Nate Santiago checked into the game for Jake Cressley.
And again, that really doesn't hurt them at all. Springford's got to convert here just like they did there. Nice layup.
Nice lob and tip in by Trey Medeiros. Makes it 31-20.
Beautiful play on the inbounds. Tyler
Kevin Green.
Shalingo's got to be careful there, Anthony. You don't want to pick it up out there.
Kevin Green now, guarded by Schlingo. Directing traffic. Comes off the McCarthy screen. McEwen pulls it back out. Pope John Paul definitely taking some air out of the ball here. Trey Medeiros almost picks it off. McEwen keeps it on their side. Finds Jaden Workman. Spinning. Shot. And one.
That's just one of those, that's a backbreaker right there. As he looked like he lost a little bit of control. He drove into the defense, but a nice move. He actually, instead of shooting it, you notice there, Anthony, he kept his balance. He didn't rush the shot. He wanted to make sure he was going up strong, and he converts it.
And so Workman converts the three-point play. J.P. Barron checked in for Luke McCarthy. And Zach Scrocky checked back into the game for Springford. Santiago, Medeiros from the foul line, drives, fouled by Schmreck, and that's 3 on Dave Schmreck.
Yep, and again, you got to be aggressive inside. I mean, obviously they got to score quick, so Medeiros making a nice move here. Springford, again, their offense, we talked about this, you and I off the air, but only scoring 5 in that second quarter, so equaling that right here with Medeiros in the third quarter. So right now, hopefully he can eclipse that. Only scoring 10 in that first quarter and 15 in the first half, so they got to start putting points on the board here.
Liam Haffey checked in for Schmreck. We got a holding call on Michael Fitzgerald as he was trying to work around Haffey as he boxed him out.
4 missed free throws right there in the second half here. 2 by Kovaleski, 2 by Medeiros. You cannot, it's just so costly. You got to be able to hit from the stripe, especially against these good teams in the playoffs.
Barron over to Kevin Green. Barron cuts, cross court. McEwen thought about going from the parking lot, passes it to Haffey instead. Green, guarded tightly by Scrocky, puts the move on, driving in, layup is good.
Kevin Green has done that a couple times. He seems to like that side. Baseline, that's his 3rd layup. As you can see him clapping to himself, getting pretty excited. Springford can't afford to dribble and play around the ball. They got to score quick here.
Fitzgerald's floater no good. Kevin Green comes down with it. Kevin Green, last possession, had a wide open layup as the Rams had no help side defense.
They don't score here, expect a timeout. If PJP, scores here, Coach Talley's calling a timeout.
Workman Euro steps his way through the Springford defense for the layup. Springford aggressively pushes the ball up. Santiago for 3. It's good.
So first 3-pointer since in the first half they only had 1. First in the second half here. So again, they need a lot of those right here as they're down 15 here against PJP, and I'm surprised PJP pushing it, but they're getting so many easy shots here, Anthony. Because the defense has to take chances. They have to go for the steals at this point, so they're getting wide looks.
Barron splits the double team. Haffey, Workman, now Kevin Green with it. Haffey driving, kicks it out to McEwen. Quick ball movement. Kevin Green now from the left wing, guarded by Medeiros. Spins away from Medeiros. Driving baseline. Fouled by Santiago.
Yeah, and again, we talked about that. Kevin likes that side, likes to make that little penetration there. And, again, actually had a nice pass. He had the corner 3 here for McEwen. So maybe that helped out Springford fouling him there, but we're in the penalty now. Or excuse me, not in the penalty.
The Rams going in 2-3 zone off the inbounds pass. They all pick up their mans now. Fitz guarding Kevin Green. And Kevin Green spins, creates some space. JP Barron with the ball. Back to Kevin Green in the corner. Workman wide open, doesn't take it, kicks it out to McEwen. Now Barron drives, fouled. He will go to the line for 2.
And again, that's just the classic case. Like I said, Springford has to take chances here. They have to go for the steals, and it's just going to allow PJP to get a lot of open looks, but you can't give them layups. You got to force them to shoot open threes and hopefully get the rebounds and go down and convert. Can't give them the easy ones.
So Barron's first shot is good. Evan Wisniewski will check into the game for Drew McEwen. 4.6 seconds to go here in the third period. Pope John Paul leads 39-23. Barron's second shot is good.
We talked about this too off air as the half ended. That's 6 players for PJP. They're passing the ball around, getting everybody in there. 6 players in the stat sheet, so you really can't beat that, while Springford only has, 4 in the stat sheet right now. So just a matter of just not offensively in rhythm tonight, just not getting their shot off. And again, this is what happens. PJP came out, got that lead, built on that lead, and they're forcing Springford out of their offense and their comfort zone. They're just rushing the ball. They can't take their time. And even when they get it inside, they're kind of rushing the ball. They can't square up, get their bodies. And PJP is just getting wide open looks right now, Anthony.
PJP has led in all 3 quarters. They jumped out early in this game and haven't looked back since. For Springford, they've been struggling to get anything going on offense, as they only have 23 points through 3 quarters, and the defense has been forced to play a little bit more aggressively than normal, and that's led to them taking more chances and creating more wide open shots for Pope John Paul.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they have to take those chances, get those steals, and it's unbelievable. We're looking at the crowd here. You can see the student section. They're still standing up, but they're kind of quiet. They're worried. You see the parents right here in front of us for Springford, kind of just leaning back on their phones, kind of conceding. It's just not their night tonight.
Justin Green back in the game. Crosses half court from the left wing. Passes to his brother Kevin.
A lot of rest there for Justin Green there, Anthony.
McEwen doubled. Finds the cutting Luke McCarthy. Shot fake on Nasir. Kevin Green for 3. And
Kevin Green just lighting it up in this second half here.
Pope John Paul has just done a great job of finding the open man, making that extra pass, as Pat Kowaleski's 6-footer is no good.
And those are ones he usually doesn't miss, as Kevin Green just officially went into double digits. The first one, him and McEwen in double digits for PJP.
So Nasir Cook picks up the foul. It's Springford's 6th. Next foul, Pope John Paul will be in the bonus. Now Workman fakes Nasir out. He goes coast to coast. No good. Rebounded by Fitzgerald. Schlingo finds Fitzgerald. Back to Schlingo. Kowaleski. Fitz 4-3. Short. Kevin Green finds Drew McEwen. The dunk will not count. Still impressive nonetheless, as there was a foul called on Springford to prevent the fast break.
You could do that. You could throw it down.
Oh yeah, I could throw it down.
I knew it.
Maybe an 8-foot net, but I can still throw it down nonetheless.
Hey, that's a throwdown. That's a throwdown. I'd boost you up.
Yeah.
I could do it with a trampoline.
Certainly
no
with the
doubt
boost, yeah. Give me a trampoline. Call me the Harlem Globetrotters.
Exactly. There you go.
Kevin Green, no good. The Rams, caught sleeping, didn't realize it was a one-on-one. So Justin Green runs down the rebound, goes up and gets fouled.
See Coach Talley just emptying the bench there. Absolute disgust by there. That is just absolutely uncalled for. I know you're down by 20, but that is absolutely lackadaisical and not knowing the situation of the game. Obviously a one-on-one. He just outsmarted, out-hustled everybody. He waited that last second. I think Justin Green was just as surprised as everybody in this arena that nobody went in to get the rebound.
He even hesitated before he went for that rebound, and then we just saw the quickness there. His first shot is good. The Rams are going to do a 5-on-5 substitution. Jake Santangelo, Zach Marinello, Alex Lewis, Dean Wright, and Caleb Little check into the game for the Rams.
So Justin Green officially at 3 now, PJP in double figures, as Coach Talley kind of yelling at his players right off the bench. You could see him right there. Just absolutely disgusted. You can't have those kind of mental mistakes. You just can't.
So Green converts on both. Caleb Little will bring it across. And a turnover for the Rams. Bit of a miscommunication there between Little and Santangelo, as Santangelo went to cut back door, and Little threw it to the Rams bench.
Caleb, a freshman, as he unloads his bench here. Got a lot of young kids in here in the game.
So now Justin Green from the top of the key. McEwen going baseline, goes up, and finishes.
And again, McEwen not taking it easy on the second team here, as he basically just literally drives past them like they weren't even moving here. So Coach Talley sending a little bit of a message, calling timeout. He's going to get his starters back in. He knows the game is probably not winnable, but he doesn't want to go out this way, this and that. So sending a little message to the starters like, hey, listen, I have no problems pulling you. If you're going to play non-fundamental basketball, guess what? You're going to make those kind of mental mistakes. You're out. I don't need that.
So Springford has had a lot of mental errors here in this closing period. They trail 47-23. and the starters are back in for the most part.
Yeah, really haven't scored in the fourth quarter with PJP scoring 7 right off the bat. Really building on that lead by 24 here. Springford just getting shellackened here at home, 47-23.
Santiago for 3, short. What a save by Nate Santiago, but unfortunately, Drew McEwen, the only player around.
Just we're not able to shoot as Trey Medeiros picks up his third. Just not be able to shoot the threes at all or anything outside tonight. Just anything outside, inside. As we can see, 23 points. I mean, that's basically a half usually for Springford. So this is, we're deep into the third quarter here.
So a combination of good defense and poor shooting from the Rams have held them to 23 points here with about 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, as Jaden Workman converts on the first free throw. Second shot is up. It is good.
So PJP converting not only on their outside shots and their inside shots, it's running their offense to perfection. They get the beautiful, missed that one.
Looked like Justin Green goaltended there as his hand touched the net. Refs didn't see anything.
Again, just the way it's going, I think he was expecting contact, and again, that's the kind of thing that happens when you're down over 20-something points.
Workman gets his pass deflected by Schlingo. Will stay with the Panthers.
You can hear a pin drop right now in this arena right here, Anthony. Not something you usually expect, especially in playoff basketball.
Even with a large number in attendance, the Rams student section has been quiet as McEwen misses for 3. Ball gets tipped around. Justin Green has a little bit of a look what I found moment and lays it up for the score.
Actually, a nice play by McCarthy. He knew he couldn't grab the rebound, so he tipped it right there to his teammate Justin Green for the easy 2. So that's just an out hustle play. Your team is down 20. I'm not going strong to the ball. Look at this, just absolutely sloppy.
Bodies hit the floor. Schlingo comes
Walks,
away with
definitely
it
did.
and called for the travel as he stood up with the ball.
And this is the way the night's going. Now this is, look, you see PJP coach giving Justin Green a high five. He had 4 players for PJP on the ground for that ball. 1 for Springford, and that was Schlingo. Can't have that.
So Kevin Green swings it over to Workman. Workman double team, gets it to Green, to the other Green. Now McEwen with it. Dribbles out, met by Pat Kovaleski. Kevin Green steps through the double, finds McCarthy. Now Green in the left corner. McCarthy, middle of the court. Justin Green, and McCarthy gets fouled by Pat Kovaleski.
That's his 3rd foul here. And again, really doesn't do anything for the Rams, just stops the clock. And again, you can see PJP in no rush there in the one-on-one.
So
Excuse me, I think they got 2 shots, Anthony.
Double bonus here for Pope Jump Ball. McCarthy's first shot, strong, no good.
And again, this really doesn't hurt Springford or hurt PJP. It just stops the clock. They still got to push the ball and get off of shots here.
McCarthy comes back with a make for his second shot. Kovaleski crosses half court, driving in, nothing there. Schlingo from the left wing, 4-3, no good. Last touch by McCarthy, it will stay with the Rams.
Just cannot get going at all offensively. Springford, you hate to say it, but the clock right now is their friend. It's just one of those games. You don't even want to look at the tape. You just want to get out of here, get home, refuel for districts.
Medeiros' 3, no good. Couldn't come up with a long rebound either. Justin Green going all the way across the court to McEwen. Workman to Kevin Green. Gets it poked away.
Off his leg, dribbled off his leg. Forgot the ball there.
Last touch by Kevin Green. Rams ball.
Definitely quiet here. I'm surprised PJP fans aren't going crazy. Kovaleski with a nice drive there. That's
Football
the first
pass.
bucket for the fourth quarter there.
Workman off the home run pass, couldn't convert. Schlingo walked. That 3 will not count.
That one he did shuffle his feet there, Anthony. Definitely shuffled his feet before on that one. The other one I thought was questionable, but that one definitely, Tyler, not happy about that, but he did shuffle his feet.
McEwen, double team, finds Kevin Green, driving in. Nasir unable to hold it. Justin Green got it, turns it over to Schlingo. Medeiros for three, no good.
Tyler Schlingo with a nice push off there, definitely. Oh, they're going to give him that one. He definitely pushed in the back there. So I don't know if they're throwing him out or giving him a warning here. But Schlingo definitely, you saw the frustration there. Just gave him a shove right in the back for the offensive rebound. There was no way Schlingo was going to be that wide open. So I think he got a warning there as they go back to the line.
So Kevin Green will shoot two. The Rams have two substitutions coming in after the first shot. Shot is up and good. Dean Wright checks in for Trey. And Alex Lewis will check in for Schlingo. 3:30 to go here. Pope John Paul leads 53-25. Kevin Green's second shot is up and good.
So again, just adding to the total there. Springford only 2 points in the fourth quarter, abysmal 2 points. It has just been one of those nights. And again, a lot of stoppages here.
For the Rams, they just couldn't get anything going on offense in the second half. They have had 1-3 this entire game. Kovalevsky's first shot up and good. Makes it 3 points now for the Rams here in the fourth quarter. Caleb Little will check in for Michael Fitzgerald.
Brandon Stanton, Coach Brandon Stanton over there, giving his team high fives as they come over. He knows this one's in the bag, and he's feeling pretty good tonight. Sure, he doesn't want to smile yet, but he's waiting.
McCarthy evades the double team, passes to Green. McCarthy cross court to Justin Green. Now McCarthy at the top of the key. Kevin Green, McCarthy in the middle. Kicks it out to McEwen for three, no good. Cook to Lewis, behind the back. Lewis driving in. Ball goes out of bounds. Workman and Cook were fighting for it. Last touch by Cook.
So he takes out his last senior there, Kovalevsky, as Coach Talley conceding the victory here. But again, you want to see those subs come in and run the offense. You don't want to see, you want to see if you want to finish strong here.
So some important time for these bench players as McCarthy will dribble it out. Finds Workman. Kevin Green, guarded by Lewis. Justin Green, double team. He walked with it.
This is where you want to get the stat sheet if you're Springford. These guys, it's 2 minutes. This is where, you kind of see them hoist it up a little bit, maybe a shot they're not accustomed to. You get those nerves, those butterflies. It's like you don't want to be that ball hog, but guess what? I'd be that ball hog. We got to say, with 2 minutes left here, Springford getting shellacked, and we got to thank our crew here tonight down in the studio, Johnny and Edon doing the halftime and pregame there. We got Katie, Lauren, and Matt on graphics, and we got to thank Brandon for directing tonight. Gave that Andrew Rothermill the night off, so thank you for doing that. And again, I thank my partner here, Anthony Bamford, for doing that play-by-play. Did a fantastic job here tonight. A lot more sharper in the offense. So yeah, make sure you stick around, because with 2 minutes left, even after this game, we are going to have post-game, Anthony. We're going to throw it down to Johnny and Edon, hear what they have to say. I'm sure it's not going to be all positive, but make sure you stay in. I'm sure Andrew's probably listening at home.
Probably is.
He probably is.
Tuning in, thinking of stuff he can use to make fun of me at school on Monday, but it's all jokes.
That's true. That's good. That's good. You got to love this. It's nice to be able to come out and see, like I said, I always comment to see not only just former students, but former athletes and kids play here and continue on their careers from elementary school all the way up to high school. So it's nice to see them grow up.
So McEwen, for the double bonus, gets the first one to fall. Makes it 55-27, about 2 minutes to go. McEwen's got 14 here. Second shot is up as Drew cashes in his 14th and 15th points of the night.
Just an unbelievable night. There's everything going for PJP right now, tonight. So, Nigel Brothers, Nazir Cooks getting into the books.
First time this game, we've got a jump ball called. Springford has the possession, though. It will be their ball.
Nazir tying the output from the rest of the team in the fourth quarter with just that 2 points. So they only have 4 in this half, or excuse me, this quarter.
Now Little kicks it to Cook. Cook, mid-range jumper, no good. McEwen gets the rebound. McCarthy doubled. Gets the ball poked away. He stepped out with it. Springford will keep possession of it.
Nice low pressure there on the baseline. I told you that before. The baseline and the sidelines are not your friends when you're getting pressed. So minute 40 here.
Little driving in. Floater is good.
And Little getting into the book there. As I know his dad down there. Excited, I'm sure, for that.
Dean Wright for 3.
Oh,
Doesn't catch the rim. Now Kevin Green will cross half court. Pope John Paul is going to take a timeout.
so the subs here giving them 4 points, doubling the output here in the fourth quarter. So again, nice to see those subs coming in and getting us a little extra time here. 58, I'm sure Coach Talley would rather have it the other way, putting in the subs late because they're up by 25, but unfortunately they're down 25 here tonight. So, but again, he's still coaching, still wants to see them run the plays, run the offense, fundamentally come out there, play defense, no excuse, got to get after it.
So on the floor for the Panthers right now, it's number 10, Patrick Mink, number 31, J.P. Barron, number 20, Liam Haffey, number 25, Evan Yezneski, and number 23, Christian Simpson.
I'm surprised he didn't come to them earlier. He waited real long with his starters, and that's a little chancy because sometimes, especially in postseason, you don't want somebody getting hurt on a fluke injury, especially against somebody, a backup and this and that, who's just trying to make, get some extra time and show the coach that he's got to play. So, surprised he didn't get them in earlier there, Coach Stanton, but finally getting his subs in.
So off the Lewis foul.
Gets a friendly roll there as Evan Yezneski gets in the book. Always looks nice when your name's in the paper and there's a number next to it.
So Yezneski's second shot can't quite get the roll this time. Cook will aggressively advance the ball for the Rams. Steps back, long 2. Doesn't fall.
So Nazir coming in, shooting 3 right away. Little getting 1 shot, so we have only had 4 shots by the reserves here. Nice hustle.
Good save by Lewis. Pat Mink runs it down. Finds Simpson. Yezneski for 3. No good. Lewis hauls it in. Now Irby will advance for the Rams. Nasir Cook for 3. No good.
Not shy. The clock
Simpson
is not their friend.
going up and under. Gets the up and under lay-in.
Nice move by the senior there. Christian Simpson getting in the books with 30 seconds left. Turnover.
J.P. Barron intercepts the pass. Now Mink down in the corner to Liam Haffey.
He's going to let him run the clock out here, Anthony, probably. Unless they get a turnover. Oh. Picks up his first there, Tyler Irby. But
So with 10.5 seconds left, J.P. Barron will go to the line for 2. Pope
just
John
an
Paul.
absolute beatdown here, Anthony, with 28, down 28, Springford again. Sometimes you got that in basketball or any sport, you got your good and your bad. Sometimes it's great losing this bad than lose a real close one, a heartbreaker. But either way, a loss is a loss, and this is a bad loss here tonight.
So the clock will run out. Pope John Paul will win by 30, 61-31. For Bill Cope and the rest of the RCTV crew here tonight at Ram Nation Gymnasium, I am Anthony Banford. We're going to throw it up to John Zwislak and Idan Castile for the post-game show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back here to Steve Bonnet's studio. And I'm joined here with my pal Idan Castile. And man, I don't have much to say about that game. It was horrific, abysmal, and just not fun to watch. There was countless turnovers, lackluster defense, and just no one paid attention. They did not want to be there. Not at all. There was no fight. Just nothing. It was not fun to watch, and that's not what you want in your last home game of the season. For guys like PAC and Trey Medeiros, that's their last home game. That's their last home game, and now they just didn't seem like they wanted to play at all. I mean, they had more points than they had in the first half, but I don't think that's a win considering it was only 16 points. I mean, it just not a good game overall. I'm really disappointed in how they played. And that's really all I have to say.
This team did not score a point in the fourth quarter till we hit the 3-minute mark. That is how horrendous this team played. I mean, just like you said, no fight. They did not care. Once they came out of half, you saw, okay, we're playing some press defense here, there's some of that, some of the here, but nothing came good of that. Just nothing. There was no offense. There was nothing that we even tried to even score in the paint. There was what, 3 more threes, or it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, not a good game, but I mean there were some bright spots. Zach Scrocky, coming off the flu, he played a pretty good. He had a good first half and pretty good second half.
Yeah, for sure. But again, this is the game that we're in. We win and we're in. It just no fight.
Yeah, not a good look. I mean, there's really not much else to say. Zach, like we said, Zach did good. Unfortunately, Trey, Pat, seniors they do have districts though. They're going to be gearing up for districts. Hopefully, they'll do well there. Just got to forget about this game and move on to the next one. But I'm John Zwislak, joined here with Idan Castile. That's going to wrap it up for our RCTV coverage of Pope John Paul against Springford. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.